Somasundareshwara Paramahasannidhanams, heading the Madurai Samrajyam. Today, we are going to witness here in Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalayam at Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Sarvagnyapitham, the grand Rathotsavam celebrations, the chariot festival, where Devi Meenakshi Paramashiva Shakti along with Sri Somasundareshwara Swami Paramashiva are going to grace the devotees and disciples on a wooden chariot and blessing them. Let us now, with the blessings of our beloved Bhagwan, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Madurai Adinam, the Shyamalapita Sarvagnyapitham, the reviver of this ancient enlightenment ecosystem established by Devi Meenakshi and Bhagwan Sundareshwara Paramashiva themselves. In his presence, in his blessings, with his auspicious blessings, let us now begin this grand Rathotsavam celebrations.
Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tannamami Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambham Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Madhyamam Nithyananda Pariyantam Vande Guru Paramparam ललाटे त्रिपुण्ड्री निटिलकृतकस्तूरीतिलकः स्फुरन्मालाधारस्फुरितकटिकौपीनवसनः दधानो दुस्तारं शिरसि भनिराजं शशिकला प्रदीपः सर्वेषाम् अरुणगिरियोगी विजयते। ॐ सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। सृष्टिस्थितिविनाशानां शक्तिभूते सनातनी गुणाश्रये गुणमये नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। शरणागत दीनार्थ परित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्ति हरे देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामी समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति मीनाक्षी देव्यै नमः। कर्पूर नीराजनं संदर्शयामि रक्षां धारयामि। शिवानंद पीयूषरत्नाकरस्थां शिव ब्रह्म विष्णुमरेशाभिवन्द्यां शिवध्यानलग्नां शिवज्ञानमूर्तिं शिवाख्यामतीतां भजे पाण्ड्यबालां शिवादिस्फुरत्पञ्चमञ्चाधिरूढां धनुर्बाणपाशाङ्कुशोद्भासि हस्तां नवीनार्कवर्णां नवीनेन्दुचूडां परब्रह्मपत्नीं भजे पाण्ड्यबालां किरीटाङ्गदोद्भासि माङ्गल्यसूत्रां स्फुरन्मेखलाहारताटङ्गभूषां परामन्त्रकां पाण्ड्यसिंहासनस्थां परन्धामरूपां भजे पाण्ड्यबालां ललामाञ्चितस्निग्धफालेन्दुभागां लसन्नीरजोत्फुल्लकल्हारसंस्थां ललाटे क्षणार्धाङ्गलग्नोज्ज्वलाङ्गीं परन्धामरूपां भजे पाण्ड्यबालां त्रिखण्डात्मविज्ञां त्रिबिन्दुस्वरूपां त्रिकोणे लसन्तीं त्रिलोकावनम्रां त्रिबीजाधिरूढां त्रिमूर्त्यात्मविद्यां परब्रह्मपत्नीं भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम्। सदा बिन्दुमध्योल्लसत्वेणि रम्यां समुत्तुङ्गवक्षोजभारावनम्रां क्वणन्नूपुरोपेतलाक्षारसार्द्र स्फुरत्पादपद्मां भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम्। यमाद्यष्टयोगाङ्गरूपामरूपाम् अकाराक्षकारान्तवर्णामवर्णाम् अखण्डामनन्यामचिन्त्यामलक्ष्याम् अमेयात्मविद्यां भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम्। सुधासागरान्ते मणिद्वीपमध्ये लसत्कल्पवृक्षोज्ज्वलद्बिन्दुचक्रे महायोगपीठे शिवाकारमञ्चे सदा सन्निषण्णां भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम्। ॐ सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। सृष्टिस्थितिविनाशानां शक्तिभूते सनातनी गुणाश्रये गुणमये नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। शरणागतदीनार्थपरित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्तिहरे देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामी समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्षी देव्यै नमः। कर्पूरनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षां धारयामि।
This grand Ratham, the wooden chariot, is a holographic representation of all the 14 lokas, the 14 planes of existence of the whole cosmos, 7 above and 7 below. Devi Meenakshi Paramashiva Shakti and Sri Somasundareshwara Swami Paramashiva are gracing the disciples and devotees here on this grand Ratham, the wooden chariot. This represents Devi Meenakshi and Sri Somasundareshwara Swami being the spindle, the axle around which all the 14 lokas of existence exist, and they are the center of the entire creation. It is from this seat that they rule the entire cosmos and administer the dharmic law, the cosmic law. It is indeed a blessing to have their darshan on this grand Ratham, and all the devotees and disciples who get an opportunity to pull this Ratham, this wooden chariot, are the most blessed among all the beings. The ancient and sacred Kathopanishad has compared the human body with the Ratham, a chariot. In this analogy, the human body is a chariot which is carrying God in the form of the soul, and he is the only traveler in this vehicle and is pulled by the senses as its horses and the discrimination as a person who is riding the chariot. The Sanskrit verse beautifully says, Rathotsavam Keshavam Drishtva Punarjanmana Vidhate, which means if anyone sees God while riding on a Ratham, they will be freed permanently from all the bonds and they will never again come into the cycle of birth and death. That is the power of having the darshan of your chosen deity, of your favorite deity, gracing on a Ratham. Today, with this grand Rathotsavam, as the Uttaranga celebrations of the Chithirai Peruvizha, let us all cherish this moment and be in a complete space of receptivity and restful awareness and receive the Nayana Diksha of the Archavataras of Devi Meenakshi Paramashiva Shakti and Sri Somasundareshwara Swami, along with all the other gods and goddesses of Kailasa as their paraphernalia, as they grace us on this wooden chariot, this grand Ratham. Let us now offer Arati to all the Utsava Vigrahas.
सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते सृष्टिस्थितिविनाशानां शक्तिभूते सनातने गुणाश्रये गुणमये नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते शरणागतदीनार्थपरित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्तिहरे देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामी समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति मीनाक्षी देव्यै नमः। कर्पूर नीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षान् धारयामि।
Let us now continue to celebrate the Rathotsavam celebrations here in Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalayam at Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Sarvagnya Peetham, where the Utsava Vigrahas of Devi Meenakshi Paramashiva Shakti and Somasundareshwara Swami Paramashiva himself are gracing us today on the grand Ratham, the wooden chariot. Along with that, we are also graced by the presence of the Utsava Vigrahas of Sri Mahaganapati, Sri Subramanya Swami, Sri Chandikeshwara Swami, the Utsava Vigraha of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam himself. All of them gracing us today, blessing us with their presence as we carry them joyfully in this grand procession all around the temple.
सुषुम्नान्तरन्ध्रे सहस्रारपद्मे रवीन्द्वग्निसंयुक्तचिच्चक्रमध्ये सुधामण्डलस्थे सुनिर्वाणपीठे सदा सञ्चरन्तीं भजे पाण्ड्यबालां षडन्ते नवन्ते लसत्वादशान्ते महाबिन्दुमध्ये सुनादान्तराळे शिवाख्ये कलातीतनिःशब्ददेशे सदा सञ्चरन्तीं भजे पाण्ड्यबालां चतुर्मार्गमध्ये सुकोणान्तराङ्गे खरन्ध्रे सुधाकारकूपान्तराळे निरालम्बपद्मे कलाषोडशान्ते सदा सञ्चरन्तीं भजे पाण्ड्यबालां स्फुटद्वन्द्वनिर्मुक्तवायुप्रलीन प्रकाशान्तराळे ध्रुवोपेतरम्ये महाषोडशान्ते मनोनाशदेशे सदा सञ्चरन्तीं भजे पाण्ड्यबालां चतुष्पत्रमध्ये सुकोणत्रयान्ते त्रिमूर्त्याधिवासे त्रिमार्गान्तराळे सहस्रारपद्मोचितां चित्प्रकाश प्रवाहप्रलीनां भजे पाण्ड्यबालां लसद्वादशान्तेन्दुपीयूषधारा वृतामूर्तिमानन्दमग्नान्तरङ्गां परां त्रिस्तनीं तां चतुष्कोटमध्ये परन्धामरूपां भजे पाण्ड्यबालां सहस्रारपत्ने सुषुम्नान्तमार्गे स्फुरच्चन्द्रपीयूषधारां पिबन्तीं सदा श्रावयन्तीं सुधामूर्तिमम्बां परञ्ज्योतिरूपां भजे पाण्ड्यबालां नमस्ते सदा पाण्ड्यराजेन्द्रकन्ये नमस्ते सदा सुन्दरेशाङ्कवासे नमस्ते नमस्ते सुमीनाक्षि देवी नमस्ते नमस्ते पुनस्ते नमोऽस्तु सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते सृष्टिस्थितिविनाशानां शक्तिभूते सनातनी गुणाश्रये गुणमये नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते शरणागत दीनार्तपरित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्ति हरे देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामी समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति मीनाक्षी देव्यै नमः। कर्पूर नीराजनं संदर्शयामि रक्षान्धारयामि।
With great pride and privilege, we are grateful that our beloved Bhagwan, the very manifestation of Devi Meenakshi Paramashiva Shakti and Bhagwan Somasundareshwara Swami, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has himself officiated this grand celebration of Chithirai Peruvizha in Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalayam at Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Sarvagnya Peetham. All rituals and homas, all the celebrations performed during Brahmotsavams and special Utsavams here in Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalayam are micromanaged by the Supreme Pontiff himself and performed by his third eye awakened disciples, strictly as per Vedas and Agamas, the source scriptures of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of this ancient and most powerful spiritual ecosystem and enlightened Samrajyam, Kailasonata Shamalapita Sarvagnya Peetham, the Madurai Samrajyam, which was established by Devi Meenakshi Paramashiva Shakti and Bhagwan Sundareshwara Paramashiva themselves thousands of years ago. And this spiritual tradition still stands strongly through an unbroken lineage of Guru Mahasannidhanams, who are the direct representatives of Paramashiva, of supreme consciousness, and administering and executing the dharmic injunctions in the human society to align it back to dharma from time to time.
ॐ शिवानन्दपीयूषरत्नाकरस्थां शिवब्रह्म विश्वामरेशाभिवन्द्यां शिवध्यानलग्नां शिवज्ञानमूर्तिं शिवाख्यामतीतां भजे पाण्ड्यबालाम् शिवादिस्फुरत्पञ्चमञ्चाधि
Paramashiva's message directly from Mahakailas. Facing yourself in the parallel universes will make you manifest powers and Paramashivatva spontaneously. Listen. Facing yourself in the parallel universes will make you manifest powers spontaneously. Let me repeat. Facing yourself in the parallel universes makes you manifest powers and Paramashivatva spontaneously. So listen. Asserting your identity, yourself, is your nature, assuring your higher existence to yourself, giving you the experience and opening of your higher existence to yourself is my responsibility. Listen. Asserting your self, asserting your identity is your responsibility. That is the way you live. Wherever you go, you assert your identity. You manifest everything as you identify yourself. It's from that point, that unit with which you measure everything. The unit of your life is your identification about you, how you perceive you, is the unit with which you measure whole universe. If you identify yourself as a joyful person, you measure the whole universe with that unit. If you identify yourself as a rich person, you measure the whole universe with that unit. If you identify yourself as a poor person, you measure the whole universe with that unit. How you assert yourself is the unit with which you measure universe. That's the way you live. That is your responsibility. That is your existence. Introducing your higher existence in parallel universe, asserting your higher existence in parallel universe, reassuring about your higher existence in parallel universe, initiating you and giving you the experience about your higher existence, making you face yourself in the parallel universe is my responsibility. As a living manifestation of Paramashiva, Paramavatara of Paramashiva, it's my responsibility to introduce higher beings from the parallel universe to you and introduce your own existence in the parallel universe right now, simultaneously, is my responsibility. Now I'll give you simple understandings, few understandings. Listen. Hinduism is fundamentally science of the cosmos, introducing your existence not just in parallel universe, parallel multiverses. So understand, the first powerful cognition, understanding, satya, you need to grasp is, even now, you have a simultaneous existence in waking state and dream state. That is why very casually, spontaneously, you can slip into dream state and come to waking state without any effort. Sometimes when the brain fog is too much, you start feeling that there is no gap between the dream state and waking state. I can see when people stare into my screen, I tell them, I am in front of you in waking state. Please don't mistake, I am appearing in your dream state. Listen, if you understand this truth, even now, you spontaneously, simultaneously exist in waking state and dream state. That is why anything you do impacts your dream self. Anything you do in your dream impacts your waking self. If you had I'll give you the example. If you did not eat for 2-3 days, controlling yourself, hunger, or you did not get food, you will feast in the dream. Because what you are doing in the waking state is impacting yourself in your dream state. Same way, never use the restroom which you see in your dream. It's a trap. If you use the restroom in your dream, it is going to impact your waking body, the body which you use in the waking state. So, wake up to the truth. You can exist in more than one place simultaneously, spontaneously, slip into the different existences smoothly, easily. This is the first truth you need to cognize. If you use the restroom in the if you use the restroom in the deep sleep, if you use the restroom in the dream state, you will be emptying your bladder in the waking state body. If you suppress your hunger in the waking state, you will be feasting in the dream self, in the dream body. This is a very simple example I gave. I can get into the detailed, deeper examples. Paramashiva gives an elaborate understanding in Vedas and Agamas about the dream and how deeply your dream self and waking self is deeply connected. Don't even think the Freudian gang can understand the depths of Paramashiva. Listen. Don't compare the knowledge of Paramashiva to Freudian gang's theories. No. Maybe I'll have few webinars and satsangs on the whole science of how you parallelly, simultaneously, spontaneously exist between your waking state and dream state, and how both are very deeply interconnected, and how waking up to this reality helps you to manifest your powers elaborately. Now I'll give this example so that I can help you to understand how you can face yourself in the multiverses, parallel multiverses. So for now, internalize this cognition. You exist in your waking state and dream state simultaneously and spontaneously. That is why without any difficulty, you can just slip into that state, that body, that self, and come back to this state, this body, this self. Your biochemistry is naturally prepared for you to slip into these different states and different cells and experience different existence, different universes. In waking state, the universe you experience is different, and the dream state, the universe you experience is different. So with this understanding, expand your cognition. You exist in parallel multiverses like Swargaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, and Kailasa itself. More than next to Tapoloka is Satyaloka, and beyond the Satyaloka is Vaikunta, the Parandama space. Satyaloka is the space of Parabrahma. Then the Vaikunta, Parandama space. Then Shripuram, Parameshwari's space. Then above all, Kailasa. Above the Kailasa, Maha Kailasa, Paramashiva space. Kailasa is where all the Anga Devatas and Avarana Devatas, everyone lives. People who achieved the Salogya, Samipya, Sarubhya, Sayujya, Mukti with Paramashiva, all of them exist in Kailasa. In Maha Kailasa, he alone exists. In Paramadvaita Swarupa, Paramadvaita Satya. Now, if you understand and start facing yourself in the parallel universes, parallel multiverses, first thing will happen to you is you will understand the whole cosmology and cosmos logical. The logic of the cosmos. Logic of the cosmos is natural law of life, dharma. Listen. If you understand the logic of the cosmos, you will have so much power. So much power. Your DNA will be just empowered, fully awakened. Listen, fully awakened. Whether it's a powers or the state, space, Listen intensely whether the state, space, powers of Paramashiva or Paramashivatva itself. Your DNA, your biochemistry is capable of spontaneously, simultaneously slipping into the parallel universe, parallel multiverses, and face yourself. Please understand how spontaneously your biochemistry is capable of giving you the experience of the dream state and waking state. Same way, your DNA, the awakened DNA through initiation. Once your DNA is awakened through initiation, its biochemistry, its bioenergy is capable of giving you spontaneous, simultaneous experience of yourself in higher lokas. Listen. Even one glimpse will make you understand the magnitude of Hinduism. What Hinduism is capable of doing to human beings. You will understand the logic of the cosmos. See, in the cosmos, killing a fly, bee, ant, and killing a man, all one and the same. If you understand that, you will become such amazing, beautiful, sweet, life positive being. If you will radiate so much life positivity, you will celebrate you will celebrate others, you will celebrate life, you will celebrate existence. You will understand there is so much in the existence, universe. No need for jealousy, competition. Nothing is required. Because there is so much. That is the reason I insist on non-violence. Non-violence is not social morality. When I am insisting on non-violence, I insist from the cognition of the cosmic logic. Because that is the dharma of the universe. A pure non-violence without hypocrisy will exist only if you understand the dharma, logic of the cosmos. you will become so life positive. Not only all competitions will disappear, you will become a powerful being who shares everything. You will not be doing social service just for some hidden gains, indirect agendas. You will just know you exist in so many bodies. You enjoy life in so many ways. It is like spontaneous sharing. Listen, I am not against any charity, but again, I am against those criminals who use charity as the mask to destroy the civilizations. See, in how many countries the indigenous population was destroyed in the name of charity by organized missionary militants and militant missionaries. I was thinking only in India we were suffering. See, till I started traveling outside India, I was thinking that only in India our indigenous education system was destroyed brutally by the militant missionaries and missionary militants. And even now it is getting destroyed brutally by the missionary militants and militant missionaries. I was thinking only in India it is happening. Only when I started traveling all over the world, I understand, oh God, the same thing has happened in Canada, in US, in Africa. In every country, how the indigenous kids were destroyed. Not only mentally, psychologically, emotionally, even physically killed. How many thousands of unmarked graves? In India and South Africa and all, not even graves are left. Just people, kids are burnt. Killed and burnt over. Using the charity as the mask for destroying civilizations. Oh God. That's the worst thing. And still, those killers, mass murderers, not only not repenting, they are continuing. The same gang, few hundred years before, few decades before, killed indigenous kids in Canada, US. The same gang is still sending people into my monasteries to destroy my gurukuls, terrorize my kids, waging lawfare. Even now my kids are facing the lawfare. Doesn't have a safe place to live their sannyas life or their Hindu way of living. Understand, a real charity comes from being empowered by enlightenment and empowers everyone with enlightenment without any hidden agenda. Without any hidden agenda. It's not that Hindus were not running the charitable schools, colleges, but never converted. Hey, before these militant missionaries and missionary militants invaded India, we were having millions of gurukuls. We were lied by these missionary militants and militant missionaries about our own history for generations. And this last 2-3 generations have started believing this history. The whole glorious Sanatana Hindu Dharma is knowledge getting downloaded from the parallel universe existence. And I want to assure all the Hindus, don't worry, I am here. Still the downloading channel is open. I'll download all this knowledge. Manifest every branch of this knowledge through my Gurukul kids. With the grace of Paramashiva, I have got a beautiful sovereign land. Maybe small, but I have. I'm just working on the infrastructure. I will get all my kids there. I'll regroup my sannyasis, my Gurukul Balasans with the grace of Paramashiva. We will regroup ourselves. I'll bring all this knowledge because Hinduism has too much to contribute, and all the great, sincere, hard work, intelligence, effort my ancestors have put to build this ecosystem and civilization, to bring all those great things from the parallel universe to this planet Earth, cannot go waste. I will not let my rishis die. I will not let my Guru Parampara die. By the grace of Paramashiva, I am empowered with this knowledge and powers of the parallel universe. I have phased myself in parallel multiverses, and I am empowered with that knowledge and powers, and I will make you guys face yourself in the parallel multiverses and empower you guys. With the grace of Paramashiva, neither I can be destroyed, nor the ecosystem my ancestors, my Guru Parampara has built can be destroyed. We are non-violent, not impotent. We are non-violent, not because we are incapable or impotent. We are non-violent because we are omnipotent. We are non-violent not because we are impotent. We are non-violent because we are omnipotent. I will empower each one of you and make you face yourself in your higher existence in parallel multiverses. Listen. I am making simple statements. Listen intensely. The part of you which you denied due to your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, SDHD. The part of you which you denied due to your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. Sometimes you know you have the higher possibility, but even you have the fear, you may not be able to handle yourself in that higher possibility. Fear that you may fail, collapse, fall down again and again. Because of that fear of failure, the possibility which you deny is your identity, your self in Swargaloka. Listen. Listen carefully. I am repeating. Your own possibility, your own identity, your own self, your own existence, which you deny due to your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. That part which you denied due to your SDHD and fear, that part is your self in Swargaloka. Just yesterday I received a message from one of my brahmachari who ran away. He said, "Forgive me for running away and committing spiritual suicide. I love you, my life is yours. But I am afraid to come back because I am not confident about myself. I don't want to repeat running away again and again. But my life is yours." This is a typical example. Typical example. You must be watching this satsang now. Otherwise also you will watch it later on, I know. You may be watching. Typical example. That part which you deny due to fear of failure, SDHD, that part, that whole which you deny is yourself in Swargaloka. Denying and living with the lower self is Narakaloka. Listen, listen. Listen. He sent a long message. "Forgive me, Swamiji." He said that he has committed spiritual suicide by leaving me and running away from me. And he is not able to handle himself. And he is afraid to come back because he is not confident that he will not run away again. This is typical example of the small part denying the whole. The whole which you are denying is yourself in the Swargaloka. When you decide to live that whole, by being ferocious with your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, saying, hey, if I fail, it's okay. Failing is not wrong, but being in the space without trying is the real crime. Let me jump and fail, nothing wrong. Try. When you decide, you reach the Sargaloka. You face yourself in the parallel universe of Swargaloka. Next, understand the second truth, powerful cognition. I have given you introduction, understanding about Swargaloka. Now I will give you the introduction about yourself in the Mahaloka, Maharloka. Next loka. See, sometimes when you hear me talking about Arunagiri Yogeshwara, my relationship with Arunagiri Yogeshwara, how I had the initiation into Paramadvaita, even if you don't agree with all my lifestyle, theories, principles, you feel, I think this is possible. This is possible. Maybe this possibility is available even for me. Not only for him, even for me it is available. It is possible. That clicks. Anything which clicks with you as possible, that is yourself in Maharloka. Listen. The part, the whole which you deny due to your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, SDHD, that personality, that identity, that self is the Swargaloka self of you. When I describe my higher possibilities, if it clicks with you, I feel this is possible even for me. When I narrate about Arunagiri Yogeshwara or my death experience in Varanasi or my enlightenment experience in Arunachala or my experience of feeding Ganapati, how many of you feel, this is possible even for me? I don't think he is lying there. He may be doing many things which I may understand, may not understand, but he is not lying there and he is not telling lies. This possibility exists Even I feel it is possible for me. How many of you click with those possibilities? Raise your hand. If it clicks with you, that personality, that self of you, which clicks with the higher possibility, is your identity, your self in Maharloka, Mahaloka. When you decide ferociously with a super determinism, will persistence to face your highest possibility which is clicking with you, you manifest yourself, you face yourself spontaneously in Maharloka. I tell you, when I heard the story of Nambiyandar Nambi feeding Ganapati, I had the glimpse of my possibility of same. And I ferociously decided to face my possibility and manifested Maharloka here by facing my identity, myself in the Maharloka, and fed Ganapati. Ganapati ate. Ganapati ate from Nithyananda of Maharloka, not from Nithyananda of Bhuloka as you think. Finally, all 14 Loka Nithyananda merged into this Nithyananda as Paramashiva. But when Ganapati was eating, he was eating from the Nithyananda of Maharloka. Nithyananda, address, Makarloka, Maharloka. Nithyananda who stays in Mahaloka, from his hand Ganapati ate. Not the Nithyananda whose ration card address is Bhuloka. The beauty is that Tiruvannamalai is such an amazing cosmic airport. You can just beautifully slip, go up, come down very smoothly. The whole ecosystem's chemistry is that. Nithyananda staying camped at Mahaloka, fed Mahaganapati. So understand that. Janaloka means where billions of beings exist in complete sync. All of them are in the state of Advaita. All of them feel one with each other. Listen, Nithyananda of Janaloka experienced the oneness experience 360 degree at the age of 12. If you know what I experienced, what I describe as first enlightenment experience, that 360 degree, I felt I am alive. How much I am alive in the skin, the same level I am alive in the stone, plants, everything around me. After that, I could not even pluck a grass. Even for puja, I will only take the part of the grass, leaving the grass to live. Only one part I will take it and offer it for puja. I cannot uproot a grass. Because I know I exist. I exist. I exist. Nithyananda stationed at Jana Loka experienced the oneness, Advaita with everything, and landed into the Nithyananda stationed at Bhuloka. Arunachala hill is connected to the whole, all 14 lokas. He is 14 loka. Embodiment of 14 loka, Paramashiva. All 14 lokas are within him. Arunachala has the address in all 14 lokas. If you write letter Arunachala Bhuloka, Arunachala Swarloka, Arunachala Maharloka, Arunachala Janaloka, Arunachala Tapoloka, in all 14 lokas, there won't be any address confusion. Simply the letter will be delivered. Because in all 14 lokas he exists. And more. Because he is the Linga. He is the Linga. Not just Sangha. Listen. Kailasa is Sangha. I am not disrespecting Kailasa. I am giving you the understanding. Kailasa is Sangha. Arunachala is Linga. Paramashiva himself. Deity. Listen carefully. This Jana Loka, the glimpse of this Jana Loka only, I gave for Paramesha, my Gurukul kid. He had a hand fracture. The Advaita with me, how I did not have pain, that same glimpse only I gave for Paramesha. That's why when he had a fracture, he did not have any pain. He was laughing. He was behaving, responding, reacting exactly like me. The Jana Loka, glimpse of the Jana Loka he had when he had the fracture. The good thing is that it can be brought back easily because the kid had this before his chemicals and hormones took over him. See, before he could build this planet Earth, Bhuloka identity, he had that Advaita with me. So now it can be just pulled out. It can be brought back. It's not difficult. It's like a dusting the carpet. Carpet is already laid. All the identity he built after this Advaita of Janaloka is only the dust. It can be just like that cleaned. You just need a vacuum cleaner, nothing else. And he himself may be thinking this dust has become too thick. I am losing powers. I am not able to manifest that same kind of a Makar Loka that Advaita Swamiji gave me. Now it is not happening. I am struggling. Don't worry. It is too small. The dust looks like a identity because you are not able to throw it away on your own. I am a vacuum cleaner. When I just remove it, you will understand, hey, it was a dust, oh God. I was thinking it was me. I lost all my qualities and the great things Swamiji gave me. No. That is why I say, the age you receive it from me matters. Before your identity of the Bhumandala gets rooted in the ocean of salt water, sugarcane syrup, ghee, butter. See, if you see that multiple mandala, all the 14 lokas photograph, I'll project, you will see there ocean of salt water, ocean of sugarcane syrup, ocean of ghee, butter, ocean of curded milk. All that is nothing but your hormones and chemicals. Your hormones and chemicals are the ocean of salt water, ocean of sugarcane syrup, ocean of ghee butter, ocean of curded milk, ocean of wine, ocean of milk, ocean of fresh water. All that is just your body fluids. Before your identity gets built in the Bhumandala on your body fluids, if your Mount Meru, Standila, is established and connected to Mahakailasa, even if the ocean waves are there, they can't shake you. They can't disturb you. If Ravana tries to move Kailasa, Paramashiva, all he need to do is just put the thumb. That's all. Tuck over. Ravana just gets crushed under the Kailasa. Same way, if you are already initiated before the hormones and chemicals took over your body and your identity, nothing to worry. Don't worry. I can do the vacuum cleaning in half a day and you will be back with that whole Jana Loka experience, powers. All my Gurukul kids, I am telling you, whether you are now in Gurukul or you are not in Gurukul, any powers I gave you, initiated you, before your physical maturity cannot be taken away from you. Maybe it will be covered with the dust because you yourself will not be able to. A carpet cannot dust itself. Because of that, you may feel that it's all lost. But if you come back any day, I can vacuum clean it in half an hour. And the whole thing I gave you from the Jana Loka will simply manifest. Nothing is lost. Nothing is lost. Only thing, till you come back, you will not be able to manifest it because the dust is. A carpet cannot dust itself by itself. Because to cross Maharloka and Janaloka, I need to breathe into you. See, initiation is nothing but me breathing as Paramashiva in Paramadvaita from 14 lokas into you. Lower 7, higher 7, all 14 lokas. Paramashiva exists in Paramadvaita. Me breathing from that space into your breathing is initiation. Ma Tripuresha is asking, does it mean for the kids whose third eye is awakened to listen? If your kid had the third eye awakening, did the blindfold reading and power demonstration, manifested powers before his or her physical maturity, it is same. The moment that kid comes back, I can dust the carpet and bring whole powers of the Jana Loka back to him or her. Because all power manifestation initiation is given with the grace of Paramashiva from Mahar Loka, with the blessings of all the Ishwaras. So understand, in Maharloka, Vidyeshwara, Ganeshwara, Lokeshwara, Astreshwara, all of them bless in the Advaita Swabhava with Paramashiva. When you bow down to Paramashiva, you bow down to all of them. When you bow down to all of them, you bow down to Paramashiva. Surely Paramashiva is more than all of them put together. But in that space, all of them exist in Advaita, oneness with Paramashiva. So all power manifestation initiation is given to the Jana Loka identity of you. See, if you manifest a third eye power, you already faced yourself in Jana Loka. Now I can just reconnect you back to the Jana Loka just like that, casually. Like a dusting the carpet, that's all. So all those kids who got initiated by me before physical maturity. This Adya Agarwal is trying to tell, I got initiated before 29, 21, get lost. No, don't try to sneak into the crowd. Your Loka is Swarga Loka only. The kids who got initiated before the physical maturity, before this ocean of salt water, sugarcane syrup, ghee butter, before all of them could gush into you like a tsunami and take over your Merudanda, Mount Meru, if you had the initiation and manifested powers, your Jana Loka identity is introduced already to your Bhuloka identity. So I can brush it. I can vacuum it again and introduce your Jana Loka identity to your Bhuloka identity and make the Jana Loka identity manifest in your Bhuloka identity spontaneously, simultaneously, without any difficulty. How a normal man slips into dream and waking state, with that easiness, I can make a child who got initiated and manifested power before physical maturity to slip, move between the identity of Jana Loka and Bhu Loka spontaneously, simultaneously. It is just like a vacuum cleaning. That's all, nothing else. I'm seeing so many questions. Adya Agarwal is trying to say, am I included? No, you are not included. Be very clear. I am not going to lie to you. I am under oath from Cosmos. I have to tell you the truth as it is. And many people are asking, what if we did not find you until we were grown? Ma Nitya Jnaneshananda. Then do what can be done now. Instead of blaming the past. Even now, if you put yourself, you can manifest not just Jana Loka, Tapa Loka, Brahma Loka. You can manifest Kailasa itself. Ma Maheshwar Mayananda is asking, I will get enlightened, forget about it. Forget about enlightenment, you will not be able to have an inch breakthrough till you fulfill the Guru Vak I gave you. As long as you are hypocritical and playing cunning games, you can continue to enjoy your delusion. I don't have a problem. But the Guru Vak given to you is the first way to show your ferociousness and break all the SDHD and reach the Swargaloka. Face your identity in Swargaloka. Then you will raise to Maharloka, then Janaloka, and you will manifest enlightenment. Sitting where you are and shitting in the same way with your SDHD and enjoying your shit and going on thinking that you will get the enlightenment in some cheating or stealing. And I also saw in social media so many people trying to post. Oh, Swamiji said yesterday that Shukra Kota. And many of them are thinking that they are going to get that Shukra Kota. Be very clear. Shukra opens his quota to those asuras who give their life to protect him. They may be demons, asuras, devils for others, but they give their life to protect Shukra. If you have done that, given your life to protect Guru's life, then you can feel confident you have that Shukra Kota. And all these fellows who are sitting with their family and enjoying never did a small thing to enter into the ship or even be part of the whole crisis we went through, sitting in their comfortable cozy zone saying, oh, Shukra Kota is there, that Swamiji Kota is there, I can slip into the crowd. I'm talking to Ma Priyadvaita, Bhakti Rupananda, all that. Forget about Shukra Kota. You will get Ugra Kota only. Because you live your life like a terracotta pot. Touch me not. Terracottas may get Ukra Kota, not Sukra Kota. People who gave their life to defend the life of Shukra get Shukra Kota. People who did not even get into the ship. There are some who got into the ship but jumped when there was little turbulence in the ship. The turbulence is actually to check the sincerity of the rats. You see, when there is a turbulence in the ship, the rats jump out first. But you guys need to know, I am not just captain of the ship, I am the captain of the ocean itself. So I do the turbulence. As an ocean, I create the turbulence to check how many rats jump out. And tell those rats, jump out. You okay? Bye. At least those rats enjoyed a few days of ride in the cruise. But the rats who did not even get into the ship, talk about Shukra Kota. What all complicated hypocrisies people try to build within themselves. Somebody comes and puts the message, the Facebook, oh, due to the pressure from my husband, I changed Kailasa flag from my Facebook display image, or I changed my name, I removed my display picture, I removed this, that. I know you will understand my difficulty. Yes, I understand. Please be with your husband. Enjoy. I'm not saying no. Kailasa is clear about the 7 prakaras. Who is in the first prakara? Who is in the second prakara? Who is in the third prakara? Who is in the fourth prakara? Don't lose your prakara and move out. Same way, don't try to grab the privileges of the inner prakara people. Take the responsibility to move to the next prakaras, inner circles. Kailasa is very clear. First circle, second circle, third circle, fourth circle. You should know which circle you belong to, which circle responsibility you took. So take more responsibility to move to the next circle. Don't move away from your circle in your anger and violence. See, I have seen the people belong to third circle try to take the privileges of the first circle, and when they don't get, they get so angry and violent. They try to break the circles, and they know it is not possible. Then they jump out and go out of the 7 circles. I have seen all these drama, all these games. Be in your circle for which you took responsibility, and take more responsibility to move into the next circles. Don't try to steal the advantage of the inner circles without taking the responsibility of the inner circles. I have seen all kinds of funny people, very funny people, hypocritical. I have introduced the right powerful cognitions of your identity in Swargaloka, Makarloka, Maharloka. Mahaloka, it can be called as Mahaloka or Maharloka. Mahaloka and Janaloka. Swargaloka, Maharloka, Mahaloka, Janaloka. Only these 3 I have introduced. Tapoloka, Brahmaloka will surely need elaborate introduction. Maybe I'll do that in further webinars or in the Paramashivaham initiations, because I don't want to reduce the intensity because our time availability is less. I'll give you the essence. The whole, the identity, the self, higher self of you, which you deny because of your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, SDHD, that whole is your Swargaloka self, identity. You stationed at Swargaloka, spontaneously, simultaneously. all your possibilities, which clicks with you. See, there are some people, when they see some karate exercises like breaking concrete blocks, they feel connected to it and say, hey, I think this is my possibility. Then your identity in Mahaloka is that. If you feel, when I narrate about Arunagiri Yogeshwara, my powerful experiences, me feeding Ganapati, if you feel connected to it and feel like, this is my possibility, then your identity in Mahaloka is that. The possibility which you cognize as your possibilities is your identity in Mahaloka. The pure oneness you experience during power manifestation is Janaloka. That is why when the kids manifest powers, if you study their brain, they show the same wave of my brain. Because they are in oneness with me. We studied Prema Swarupa's brain waves when he was doing power manifestation and doing manifesting various powers and materialization and all that. His brain waves were exactly in tune with my brain waves. Because the brain was identifying, remembering, recognizing his existence in Janaloka and my existence in Janaloka and connecting with it. Janaloka is established in Advaita space. Only if you reach the Advaita space, you can manifest, you can identify yourself, face yourself in Janaloka. We did it scientifically itself. So with the powerful cognitions of this three loka, so now I'll initiate all of you to face yourself in Swargaloka, Mahaloka, Janaloka. Maybe in the further satsangs or initiations or later on through webinars, I'll make you experience Tapoloka, Brahmaloka, Kailasa, all that. Now I'll give you these three first. Continuously, so many people are putting the questions. Adya Agarwal is still trying to assert. If I can manifest powers, it means we are still connected, right, Swamiji? Forget about it. If you have not entered the ship and defended me, forget about claiming any right over me. Just enjoy whatever is given secretly without my knowledge. If I know that you have it, I'll confiscate it. So secretly run away and enjoy it. Without my knowledge and trying to get assert about it. Adya Agarwal, quickly take it away and eat. Quickly swallow it before I confiscate it. Geetanjali Kanna is asking, heal my pain, Parkinson's. I'll heal you, you will be healed. See, understand. Anyone asks for healing, I'll do it out of my compassion, love. All that is different. But if you try to claim without doing the tyaga, I'll show you clearly your border. Because Kailasa structure is sacred. My compassion cannot be used for you to violate the structure of Kailasa. No. I neither allow it nor enjoy it. Suman Sanjay Agarwal is asking, Swamiji, is it our fault that we did not meet you earlier? Yes. Be very clear. Even now you are not doing what all can be, should be done by you is your fault. You can do tons of things without hypocritical games, cunningness. Do all of that. Then ask this question, I'll give the answer. Blessings. I'll answer your questions. See, I am flooded with the questions from all corners. Like, oh, if we met you little late, how can we be responsible for that? We did not meet you when we were young, when we were a child. What can we do? Putting the blame on Paramashiva, on me and everything. I'm getting continuous questions, flooded with the questions by people who feel we met you after we have grown up. Is it our mistake? That one gang. And the Sukrakota gang. No. I fought with my husband 3 times for your sake. How can you not give me Sukrakota? The Sukrakota queue. And this, I came later part of my life. What can I do? How can I be responsible? All this gang, they are all flooding me with the questions. First thing, understand. I am extremely compassionate, dharmic being. The gang which says, oh, we met you late, what can we do about it? We came to know about you late, what can we do about it? Is it my mistake? That big gang. And then the Sukrakota gang. Oh, I fought with my husband 3 times for you and put my kantamala back in my neck. How can you not give me Sukrakota? The Sukrakota gang. And there is one more gang. I really feel connected to you. I cannot come to Kailasa. What can I do? I have this, I have that. All these gang. Listen. First thing, understand. I am extremely compassionate, considerate, dharmic being. Understand? I am extremely compassionate, considerate, dharmic being. Even now, I picked up this Trishul and this veil. Veil is in Sanskrit Sulam. This is Sulam, this is Trishulam. To initiate all of you, because this both were given by Sumati and all. Actually, I need to help Sumati and all to get out of one problem, to solve one of the problem, and I need to send a special energy for her. I just picked up this. Now I know if I use this for initiation, that punya is enough to solve her problem. Understand? Even the jewels I wear, I pick up based on the people who gave and people who need my immediate help. Just today I told to pick up some of the rings many devotees gave during the Sarobharityaga, and I told them, add all of that into this Trishul and veil. So when I use this, they all also receive the punya. And Rahini Annan, Ma Maha Govindananda from London. If you are hearing the satsang, enjoy. If not, at least later on hear this, listen. Every day I do puja with the golden flowers you gave. The golden flowers you sent. I permanently also kept few for Devi in her hand, and every day the remaining with which I keep it in puja. So all this punya comes to you. All of you should know, I neither enjoy punya nor enjoy papa. I don't have any karma. No karma comes to me. Every day I do puja. So naturally the puja generates so much of good karma. Punya, good. To whom it goes? All those who support Kailasa. Directly, indirectly, all this punya goes to them. I want Ragini Annan, Ma Nitya Maha Govindananda to know. Every day during puja I remember you. Because the golden flowers you gave, with that I am doing puja. And same way, every day I remember Sumati, because I keep this for the main Paramashiva, for main deity. I keep this as their ayudas. Understand? I am extremely considerate, compassionate, dharmic being. All this gang, which says, oh, I came late, what can I do? All this, listen. I have a solution for you guys. For some reason, if you are not able to join the Gurukul, too old, or if you are not able to become part of the Kailasa, you have the great opportunity. Give birth to one child. Bring that child up till the age of 7 and hand over to Kailasa Gurukul. Send that baby to Kailasa Gurukul. When that baby evolves, when that his DNA manifests Paramashiva powers, simply your DNA will be raised to Kailasa. Don't try to tell me, can you adopt a baby or orphan kid and donate it to, send that baby to the Kailasa, send that orphan kid to Kailasa Gurukul, will that help? No. It's a science. What I am talking is science. Adopting orphan kids and grooming them, making them manifest powers is my responsibility, which I am doing. You adopting an orphan kid and sending that kid to the Kailasa, maybe supporting Kailasa Gurukul, but that is not going to awaken your DNA and raise you to Kailasa. There are some people who say, oh, I become too old for the kid. Don't worry. Ask your son or daughter to plan for a kid and let that kid, your grandkid, come to the Kailasa, because for 7 generations the liberation will happen. Even if you are not able to give birth, ask your son or daughter, your child, to give birth to a child. Send your grandkid. Even if your grandkid comes to Kailasa Gurukul and manifests powers, Paramashivatva, your DNA will be raised. You will be raised to Kailasa. So still you have a possibility. As I told you, through your extension you can be raised to Kailasa. For some reason, if you are not able to be part of the Kailasa or Kailasa Gurukul, you can achieve the same result by sending you the extension of your DNA. Surrogacy is allowed. You can use surrogate mother to give birth for your own DNA and send that baby to Kailasa Gurukul. And when that child manifests powers, manifests enlightenment, your DNA also will be raised to Kailasa. Saurav Aneja is saying, Swamiji, you initiated me in my dream to levitate large objects with oneness. How do I fulfill that identity? Please understand, initiation received in dream and initiation received in waking state is one and the same. Especially Saurav Aneja, for you. You are already in Adi Kailash. Just go and sit with Kalpavriksha, Paramashiva's manifestation. That dream power will start manifesting. You will be able to manifest that power. So, he is also asking, how do I fulfill that identity? Also, sometimes after declaring I am Paramashiva, I feel the whole space is inside me. Which loka identity is that? You are connected to Kailasa those moments. Paramavatara of Paramashiva, I bless all your intention to manifest Paramashivoham level 3 to become reality and manifest Paramadvaita. Om, Om, Om. Ma Shachi Arange is asking, is the parallel universe 14 lokas correspond to 14 chakras? Actually, you have 108 chakras. It's not just 14. This 14, I can say, like an entrance to 14 parallel universes, but you have 108 chakras. That's why I use Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, all the dhatus to awaken your 108 chakras. When I initiate, you can always see a unique vibhuti smell, jasmine smell, sandalwood smell, the bamboo grow smell, all that will be in your room when I initiate you. That symbolizes, that shows you that my presence is there. You may never use that perfume. You may not have used vibhuti or kumkum in that room. You may not have sprayed jasmine perfume. Suddenly you will see jasmine perfume, vibhuti smell, kumkum smell, the smell of the sandalwood tree. All that is my presence. I am using Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, everything to awaken all your 108 chakras. Alison Azami is asking, do the benefits multiply the more kids we give it to Gurukul? See, the benefit is that if you give few kids, like 3, 4, even if the one does not want to be part of the Kailasa and wants to leave after they grow up, the other kid will be there. That benefit only is there. Otherwise, even if the one kid fully evolves and gets enlightened, that is enough. Giving few more kids is like having a backup, plan B. And you are absolutely protected and supported. That's all. Yes, it is time. Let's enter into initiation. Sit. I'm going to raise you and make you face yourself in Swargaloka, Mahaloka and Janaloka. Initiate you in Paramatvaita. Sit straight. You don't need to close your eyes. You can keep your eyes open. Whatever you wanted me to energize, whether Jnananjana lamp or Atmalinga, keep it in front of the screen. I'll start the initiation now. Om, Om.
नमो व्रातपतगे नमो गणपतगे नमः प्रमथपतगे नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्नविनाशिने शिवसुधाय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः।
लंबोदरा नित्य गजानना लंबोदरा नित्य गजानना लंबोदरा नित्य गजानना लंबोदरा नित्य गजानना पार्वती नंदन परमदयाकर पार्वती नंदन परमदयाकर पार्वती नंदन परमदयाकर पार्वती नंदन परमदयाकर लंबोदरा नित्य गजानना लंबोदरा नित्य गजानना बंद विमोचन भव भय वंचन बंद विमोचन भव भय वंचन बंद विमोचन भव भय वंचन बंद विमोचन भव भय பார்வதி நந்தன பரமதயாகர பார்வதி நந்தன பரமதயாகர பந்த விமோச்சன பவபயவாசன பந்த விமோச்சன பவபயவாசன பந்த விமோச்சன பவபயவாசன பந்த விமோச்சன தைய தைய நக் தின்னாக் நக் தின் भजन करे बम्म बम्म ता तैय तैय नक नक दिन भजन करे उदनित नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा उदनित नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा बम्म बम्म ता तैय तैय नक नमे उबर सत्या ತಾಕುಡದ ತಾಳಕ ಓಡದ ದಿಮ್ಮಿ ದಿಮ್ಮಿ ಕೀಡದಾಗ ದಿಕ್ಕ ತಾಳ ದಿಮ್ಮಿ ಕೀಡ ತಾಕುಡದ ತಾಳಕ ಓಡದ ಉದ್ದನಿದ್ದ ನಗರ ದಿಣ್ಣಿ ದಿತ್ತಾಂ ದಿತ್ತಾಂ ತೋಂ ತೈ ತೈ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನವಾಪ್ ಸಾರಂಗಿ ಸಿತಾರ್ ಕಿಣರೆ ಅವರು ಬಾಸುಗೈ ಮುಗರ್ ಸಿಂಗ ನವಾಪ್ ಸಾರಂಗಿ ಸಿತಾರ್ ಕಿಣರೆ ಅವರು ಬಾಸುಗೈ ಮುಗರ್ ಸಿಂಗ तैय तैय नक नगर दिन भजन करे बम्म बम्म ता तैय तैय नक नगर दिन भजन करे उदनिद नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा उदनिद नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा दिम्मिक्कडदग दिक्क ताಳ दिम्मिकीड ताकुडद ताಳ ता ಓಡದ ದಿಮ್ಮಿಕ್कडदग ದಿಕ್क ತಾಳ ದಿಮ್ಮಿकीड ताकुडद ताಳ ता ಓಡದ उदनिद नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा उदनिद नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा ಬಾಸುಗೈ ಗರಂ ಬಾಜಿದಿ ಅಗೆ ನಾನ್ ಚತುರ್ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಅಪರು ಬಾಸುಗೈ ಗರಂ ಬಾಜಿದಿ ಅಗೆ ನಾನ್ ಚತುರ್ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ತಾಳ ಮಂದಿರ ಬಹುದಾಂ ಸತ್ಸುರ ಮಂಡಲಗಿ ಸುರಬಾಜ ತಾಳ ಮಂದಿರ ಬಹುದಾಂ ಸತ್ಸುರ ಮಂಡಲಗಿ ಸುರಬಾಜ ಬೇಣು ಬಾಸರೆ ಅಮೃತ ಕುಂಡಲಿಗೆ ತಾರಿಕೃತಕ ವಾಟ್ಕಜ ಬೇಣು ಬಾಸರೆ ಅಮೃತ ಕುಂಡಲಿಗೆ ತಾರಿಕೃತಕ ವಾಟ್ಕಜ ನಾರದ ತುಂಬುರು ವೈಣವ ಜಾಗ ನಾರದ ಗಂಡಮೇ ಉಬರ್ ಸತ್ಯ ನಾರದ ತುಂಬುರು ವೈಣವ ಜಾಗ ನಾರದ ಗಂಡಮೇ ಉಬರ್ ಸತ್ಯ ತಾಕುಡದ ತಾಳದ ಓಡದ ದಿಮ್ಮಿಕ್कडदग ತಾಳ ದಿಮ್ಮಿಕೀಡ ತಾಕುಡದ ತಾಳದ ಓಡದ ಉದನಿದ ನಗರ ದಿಣ್ಣಿ ದಿತ್ತಾಂ ದಿತ್ತಾಂ ತೋಂ ತೈ ತೈ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಾಮ ಸದಾ ಉದನಿದ ನಗರ ದಿಣ್ಣಿ ದಿತ್ತಾಂ ದಿತ್ತಾಂ ತೋಂ ತೈ ತೈ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಾಮ ಸದಾ ಅಪರು ಬಾಸುಗೈ ಗರಂ ಬಾಗಿದೆ ದ್ರಿಮಿ 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 ಮೃದಂಗ ಅಪರು ಬಾಸುಗೈ ಗರಂ ಬಾಗಿದೆ ದ್ರಿಮಿ 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 ಮೃದಂಗ ನವಾಪ್ ಸಾರಂಗಿ ಸಿತಾರ್ ಕಿಣರೆ ಅವರು ಬಾಸುಗೈ ಮುಗರ್ ಸಿಂಗ ನವಾಪ್ ಸಾರಂಗಿ ಸಿತಾರ್ ಕಿಣರೆ ಅವರು ಬಾಸುಗೈ ಮುಗರ್ ಸಿಂಗ तैय तैय नक नगर दिन भजन करे बम्म बम्म ता तैय तैय नक नगर दिन भजन करे उदनित नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा उदनित नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा दिम्मिक्कडदग ताಳ दिम्मिकीड ताकुडದ ತಾಳ ತಾ ಓಡದ ದಿಮ್ಮಿಕ್कडदग ತಾಳ ದಿಮ್ಮಿಕೀಡ ತಾಕುಡದ ತಾಳ ತಾ ಓಡದ ಉದನಿತ ನಗರ दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा उदनित नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा again nam chatu nityananda abaru basugai garam bajidi again nam chatu nityananda tala mandira bahudam sasura mandalagi surabaja tala mandira bahudam sasura mandalagi surabaja venu vasare amrta kundalike tarikirtaka vattaja venu vasare amrta kundalike tarikirtaka vattaja narada tumburu vainava jaga narada ganame upasatya narada tumburu vainava jaga narada ganame upasatya dimikirtaka tala dimikida takurta tala da boduda dimikirtaka tala dimikida takurta tala da boduda udanida nagradini ditam tom udanida nagradini ditam tom udanida nagradini ditam tom tai nityananda nam sada udanida nagradini ditam tom tai nityananda nam sada bamma ta tayya nakdinnak nagradin bhajan kare bamma ta tayya nakdinnak nagradin bhajan kare udanida nagradini ditam tom tai nityananda nam sada bamma ta tayya nakdinnak nagradin bhajan kare bamma ta tayya nakdinnak nagradin bhajan kare udanida nagradini ditam tom tai nityananda nam sada udanida nagradini ditam tom tai nityananda nam sada
शालिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे श्यामे कामाय मह्यं कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वैष्णवाय महाराजाय नमः
சனடி போற்றி சிவன் சேவடி போற்றி நேயத்தே நின்றடி மதனடி போற்றி பிறப்பருக்கும் மன்னனடி போற்றி சீரார் பெருந்துரை நம் தேவனடி போற்றி ஆராத இன்பம் அருளும் மலை போற்றி ஈசனே சிந்தை கவனம் நேசனே நீ வருவாய் பூவோடு கனிகளை கொண்டு உன்னை பூஜித்தோ அருள் தருவாய் கலி என்னும் கடலினில் மூழ்கிட்டேயும் இனி கரம் வந்து காத்திட்டு கருணை பொய்கையில் அலர்ந்திட்ட அளவக்கும் போல உன் திருவடியில் வாழ்ந்திட வாராய் அருணாச்சலனே நீ வாராய் அகண்ட ஜோதியனே வாராய் அல்லல் நீக்கிடவே வாராய் அகிலம் போற்றுகின்ற ஈசனே சிந்தை கவர்ந்த நேசனே நீ வருவாய் பூவோடு கனிகளை கொண்டு பூஜித்தோ அருள் தருவாய் மெய்யினில் வில்வம் நிறையார் கடல் நீர் குடியொரு தரிசனம் அல்லவா சிம்பொன்மாழ சிற்றவதனிலே சிந்தை கவர்ந்த உன்னை சிக்கன பிடித்தேனே மண்ணும் புகழ் பெறும் நான் வரை நாயகா மதியனில் இறைந்திடுவாய் மதி உணராதவர்க்கு மதி உணர் செய்திட மண்மனு நீ
அறவாடிட சூழ்ந்திட சேர நீ வருவாய் அகம் உணர்ந்திட
ஆதிசக்தி சகித சுந்தரேசனே அண்ணாமலை உதித்த நித்யநந்தனே சித்து அச்சித்தெல்லாம் முன்னாலே இயக்கும் முன்னாலே உந்தன் கண்ணாலே சிகையில் அணிந்திட்ட மதியாலே மதியின் மொழியாலே தெளிந்திடும் வழியாலே ஜீவன் முக்தி பெற விழைந்தோமே உந்தன் திருவடியில் தொழுதோமே வேண்டியாகினாய் கேள்வியாகினாய் கேள்வி காண மகிழ்வாகினாய் ஒழியாகினாய் மதுவாகினாய் மதுவாகி அருள்படி தரும் கர்ம வினைகள் தீர்க்கும் காசிநாதனே எங்கள் கர்மம் போக்கி எம்மையாளும் நேசனே ஏகாந்தமாக ஏக பாதம் தூக்கியே மதியாரை காக்க வேண்டும் நித்யநந்தனே ஈசனே சிந்தை கவல வந்தனேசனே நீ வருவாய் உன்னையே கதிகல சரணதையோ அருணாச்சலனே நீ
Om, as a living incarnation, Paramavatara of Paramashiva, I bless you all to manifest Paramadvaita with Paramashiva. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam Varamadvaitam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful. Paramashiva's message directly from Mahakailasa. Listen. Superconscious mutation is process of putting the very core superconsciousness of Paramashiva into your consciousness and letting your consciousness mute, go through the whole mutation process. Don't understand the word mute into M-U-T-E. Conscious mutation process. The superconscious mutation process. Letting your consciousness go through the superconscious mutation process and evolving you is initiation into powers of superconscious mutation. Listen, here, you manifesting the powers is the spiritual practice. Straight, you manifesting the powers is spiritual practice. Superconscious mutation is putting the very superconsciousness, the core of Paramashiva, into your consciousness and let your consciousness go through the process of mutation and manifest superconscious being and powers. Listen, initiation itself, power manifestation itself is tapas. That is the spiritual practice for superconscious mutation. This whole process is founded on tyaga. Listen, I sacrifice all my expectations about you. Being a good disciple, bad, I sacrifice all my expectations. I do tyaga. You just do tyaga of all your expectations with me, life, world, universe, everything. Listen. Tyaga is the ground, foundation, base material for your consciousness to become super consciousness. Listen. I declare, I sacrifice, I renounce, I do tyaga of all my expectations about all of you. You decide to do tyaga of all your expectations from life, from jiva, yourself. See, when you have expectations about yourself from yourself, you go through so much of insecurity within you about you. You continue to cage, prison yourself inside yourself. When you decide to do tyaga of all your expectations about you, just decide, now whatever I can do, I will do. I am not going to carry on, hold on to any expectation about me, within me. Do tyaga of all your expectations about yourself from yourself. And do tyaga of everything you expect from life. Do tyaga of everything you expect from Paramashiva, from Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat. From Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat. From everything. From yourself, from the cosmos, from Paramashiva. From all the three, all expectations you have, renounce it. Sit now with this tyaga. Hold the Atma Linga in your palm. Keep the other hand on top. Please keep the hands like this. Atma Linga will start levitating, floating between both your hands. Listen. Ma Nitya Pushkalananda. You should know that I myself talk to you every day when you do puja. Ma Pushkalananda is putting the message. Swamiji, this is exactly what I received during puja today. Thank you so much for confirming and initiating. All of you should know. People who do Nitya Puja, every day during the Nitya Puja, you directly connect with me and the space I am in. If you are doing Nitya Puja, during Nitya Puja, you will simply receive the next day satsang message, what I am going to talk in the next day satsang, Paramashiva's message, you will simply receive it. Because in Samadhi, what I receive from Paramashiva, you will directly receive through the puja. Now, keep the Atma Linga between both the hands. See how I am keeping the hand? Exactly like this. Keep the Atma Linga. Not only it will stand on itself. Understand? You should not try to make the Atma Linga stand. Just leave it on your palm. It will stand by itself and start levitating, floating between both your palms. It will first stand up and start floating between both your palms. Listen. Nothing to hold on in the known universe from the known self, from the known Ishvara. Listen. What you know as yourself, what you know as the universe, what you know as God, Paramashiva, all are too small. When you decide to do Tyaga, you will know the real self of you, real cosmos and real Paramashiva. I renounce all my expectations about you. You all renounce all your expectations about life, me, Paramashiva, Guru, God, from yourself. Do renounce everything. What happens, happens. Now, you decide to renounce. This Tyaga will make you know the real self, real Ishvara, real cosmos. Keep the Atma Linga between both the palms. Listen, I will lift it now. The initiation is extremely powerful. With the grace of Paramashiva, I am starting this next level of initiation. I should say that Paramashiva himself is starting this auspicious occasion of his own coronation, Magutabhishekam. Time with this auspicious Magutabhishekam, he is manifesting this initiation. The powerful cognition is renounce all the expectation. Renounce all the expectations. Renounce all expectations you have about yourself from yourself. Just be udasi. What happens, happens. What can be done? Leave it. Renounce all your expectations you have about cosmos, universe. Renounce it. What happens, happens. What can be done? Renounce all your expectations you have about Ishvara, Paramashiva, God, Guru. Renounce it. What happens, happens. Leave it. With this Tyaga, sit with absolute Tyaga. Tyaga is power. It is actually the fire, pure fire detoxifies your consciousness. When I renounce all my expectations about you, you flower into me. When you renounce all your expectations about me, you manifest in oneness with me. Paramadvaita happens when you renounce all expectations. So I declare now, as a living manifestation, Paramavatara of Paramashiva, I renounce all my expectations about all of you. All of you decide to renounce all the expectations you have about everything, including the expectations you have about this initiation. Just sit with a pure Tyaga. Be Tyaga Raja. Be pure Tyagi. Tyaga is the royal way, connects you, you manifest Paramadvaita with Paramashiva. It's an immediate way of manifesting the superconscious mutation. People ask, oh, through initiation, just like that I can do what I want. You can. Just drop all the expectations you have about you, from you, by you, and all expectations you have with Paramashiva, with universe. Drop everything. And sit now with the Tyaga as a Tyagi. Keep the Atma Linga between both your palms. You will see now, not only Linga stands erect, it starts floating between your both palms in the space. It will be levitating now. Ananda Bharati is messaging exactly same verse I heard in the evening puja time, Swamiji. Listen. Whoever does Nitya Puja will receive exactly my next day satsang message on that day Nitya Puja. Next session, next satsang what I am going to speak, you will hear in the Nitya Puja. Because what I receive from Paramashiva when I am in Samadhi, you receive it during your Nitya Puja directly. Let's start. Om, 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 Om. Shiva, Shiva, Shiva.
பறவையாய் பாம்பாகி கல்லா மனிதராய் பேயாய் கணங்களாய் வல்லசுரராய் முனிவராய் தேவராய் செல்லா நிலையில் தாவர சங்கமத்துள் எல்லா பிறப்பும் பிறந்திழைத்தேன் எம்பெருமான்.
ஓம் 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 சிவ சிவ சிவ.
சரிதத்தில் வாதினம் வேண்டும் அதனால் திசை கொடு உண்மையாட்கொண்டவா. கையாளும் ஈசா கருபுரிய திவ்ய சரிதத்தில் வாதினம் போற்ற வேண்டும் அதனால் திசை கொடு உண்மையாட்கொண்டவா. தெளிவித்தவா வாழ்வுதனை பயமாக்கவா. ஔஷதம் தந்தவா உடல்நிலை விடும் பொறுமை தந்தருளவா. தெளிவித்தவா வாழ்வுதனை பயமாக்கவா. ஔஷதம் தந்தவா உடல்நிலை விடும் பொறுமை தந்தருளவா. குறைந்திடும் ஏறுயிருளவா. நாளும் ஈசா அருள்புரிய திவ்ய சரிதத்தில் வாடினும் போற்ற வேண்டும் அதனால் திசை கொடு எம்மையாட்கொண்டவா. மாற்றமாம் வையகத்தின் தேரே வந்தறிவாம். தேற்றனே தேற்றத் தெளிவே என் சிந்தனையுள் ஊற்றான உன்னாரமுதே உதயானே. கலியுகம் மனதில் இருளது நீங்க தீபமாய் எழுந்த ஜோதி ஸ்வரூபானவம் அழித்து முக்தி தந்திட மலையாகி நின்ற அருணாச்சலமே. மானிட ரூபம் தரித்தவா படைத்து காத்து மறை கழித்து அருளிடவே பரம ஞானம் தன்னை இறை ரூபம் கொண்ட நித்யானந்தனை அருளிடவா. வேண்டும் என்று பாக்கடல் கடைந்த போது அது வரும் நஞ்சை உண்டு பக்தரை காத்துகின்றார். சிவ 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 ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் ஹர ஹர என சிதம் படைக்கும். ஓம் சிவ சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் தகதிமியன காலம் முழங்கும். நாளும் ஈசா அருள்புரிய திவ்ய சரிதத்தில் வாடினும் போற்ற வேண்டும் அதனால் திசை கொடு எம்மையாட்கொண்டவா. காட்டில் ஆடிட கண்டு காலனை கால கடந்தானை கண்டு புள்ளி முளைமானின் தோளானை கண்டு புலியுரி ஆடை புனிதனை கண்டு வெள்ளி பிறை சடையில் சூடிட கண்டு நெல்லி மலை மீது நின்றானை கண்டு நந்தி பெருமானின் நாயகன் கண்டு நான் மறை வேதநாதன் கண்டு கண் தந்து கண்டவா காண கண் தந்தவா காண்கின்ற காட்சியெல்லாம் கைலாயம் தந்தவா. ஓம் சிவ 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 ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் ஹர ஹர என அண்டம் படைக்கும். ஓம் சிவ சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் தகதிமியன தாளம் முழங்கும்.
தக்க 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 நடராஜா தக்க திம்மி தக்க ஜுனு நடராஜா தலாங்கு தக்க திம்மி நடராஜா தோம் தோம் தக்க திம்மி நடராஜா தக்க 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 நடராஜா தக்க திம்மி தக்க ஜுனு நடராஜா தலாங்கு தக்க திம்மி நடராஜா.
ஆடுகின்றான் அவன் கூத்தனாக திருப்பாதம் தூக்கி மறையோதுகின்றான் பிறைசூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு தினம் ஆடுகின்றான் அவன் கூத்தனாக திருப்பாதம் தூக்கி மறையோதுகின்றான் பிறைசூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு என்று இயலிசை நாடகமாய் முத்தமிழ் இயற்றிய நாயகனே தகதிமி தாளமோடு இல்லையில் ஆடிடும் தாண்டவனே இன்மைக்கும் ஈரேழு பிறவிக்கும் துயர் நீக்க பிறந்தோடி வருகின்ற யமயாலும் நடராஜா வயமாகி மயமாகி வலியாகி ஒலியாகி சித்தத்துள் முக்தி தர நித்யனாய் வந்தவா நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க நம சிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க அண்டாண்டம் பிண்டாண்டம் அதில் ஆடிய கூத்தணி நாடலை பார்த்திடவே ஆண்டாண்டு காலமோடு மானிட கூட்டமும் ஏங்கியதே ஆடுகின்றான் ஒரு பாதம் தூக்கி அவன் கூத்தனாக மறையோதுகின்றான் பிறைசூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு திரணனா திரணனா திரணா திரணா திரணனா திரணனா திரணா திரணா சரி 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 மபனி சனி பப மரி சனி சரி 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 மபனி சனி பப மரி சனி திரணா 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 tajom takida takadimi tajom takida takadimi tajom takida takadimi tajom takida takadimi சிதம்பர திரு சபையில் நயமுடன் ஆடிடும் நர்த்தனனே உமையாம்பிகை நாயகனே உன்னை பாடிட வந்தேனே நால்வர் புகழ் பாடும் ஆடிய பாதத்தை நான் தொழ வேண்டும் அடியார்க்கும் அடியோனே அண்ட சராசரனே உடுக்கை ஒளிதனிலே இருமொழியை தந்திட்ட தாண்டவனே முதல் மொழி தமிழ் மொழியாய் மறுபுறம் வடமொழி உயிர் மொழியாய் மதி மாறாமல் மனம் போகாமல் விதி சேராமல் உன்னை பற்றிடுவேன் 64 கலை கட்டிடவே அருள் புரிந்திடு எம் அம்பல தரசே அச்சை அல்ல நீ அச்சம் நீக்கவே அண்டம் வந்த என் அம்பலவாணனே நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க நமசிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க ஆடுகின்றான் அவன் கூத்தனாக திருப்பாதம் தூக்கி மறையோதுகின்றான் பிறைசூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு தினம் ஆடுகின்றான் ஒரு பாதம் தூக்கி அவன் கூத்தனாக மறையோதுகின்றான் பிறைசூடி அந்தணரின் பாடலுக்கு இயலிசை நாடகமாய் முத்தமிழ் இயற்றிய நாயகனே தகதிமி தாளமோடு இல்லையில் ஆடிடும் தாண்டவனே வயமாகி மயமாகி வலியாகி ஒலியாகி சித்தத்துள் முக்தி தர நித்யனாய் வந்தவா நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க நமசிவாய வாழ்க வாழ்க நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க நமசிவாய வாழ்க 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 இமை பொழுதும் தாழ் வாழ்க நமசிவாய இமை பொழுதும் வாழ்க வாழ்க இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க
பல கோடி இதழ் பூத்திடும் மலராய் ஒளிரும் நித்தியன் திருமுகம் கரம் தாங்கும் திருச்சூலமோ புவியில் பிடி நீங்க அருள் செய்திடும் மறுகையில் அபயம் திருக்காட்சி உதயம் நித்யானந்தன் தோன்றிடும் இது ஸ்வர்ண சூரிய பிரபை வாகனம் மறுகையில் அபயம் திருக்காட்சி உதயம் நித்யானந்தன் தோன்றிடும் இது ஸ்வர்ண சூரிய பிரபை வாகனம் பல கோடி இதழ் பூத்திடும் கருணை கடல் குழந்தை முகம் கொண்டு எழிலாய் புன்னகையோடு புவிக்கே தரும் தரிசனம். கருணை கடல் குழந்தை முகம் கொண்டு எழிலாய் புன்னகையோடு புவிக்கே தரும் தரிசனம். கவி பாட உரை தன்னை உயிர் தேடிடும், தேடியதை கூறினாலும் இதழ் நெடுநீரிடும். பல கோடி இதழ் பூத்திடும் மலராய் ஒளிரும் நித்தின் திருமுகம். கரம் தாங்கும் திருச்சூலமோ புவியில் விழி நீங்க அருள் செய்திடும். மறுகையில் அபயம் திருக்காட்சி உதயம் நித்யானந்தன் தோன்றிடும். இது ஸ்வர்ண சூரிய பிரபை வாகனம்.
கையிலை இறையென உரைபவன் அருணையில் குருவென மலர்ந்தது புகழ் பாடி. அருள் பெறவே திருப்பதம் தனில் அடியவர் சாற்றி மகிழ்வுறும் பாமாலை. நித்யானந்த குரு நித்யானந்த குரு நித்யானந்த சத்குருவே. நித்யானந்த குரு நித்யானந்த குரு நித்யானந்த சத்குருவே. அகமே நிறைந்த எம் அண்ணாமலை வேந்தனே, ஜெகம் போற்றும் எம் ஆனந்த நித்யனே. சாற்றும் இப்பாமாலை ஏற்றமை காப்பாயே. நித்யானந்த குரு நித்யானந்த குரு நித்யானந்த சத்குருவே. நித்யானந்த குரு நித்யானந்த குரு நித்யானந்த சத்குருவே. அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல குரு நித்யானந்தா. அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல குரு நித்யானந்தா. அருணாச்சலம் தந்த வரமே அகத்தினில் அமர்ந்தே அருள் தரும் நித்யானந்தா. குருவாய் மலர்ந்திங்கு புணர்வாய் கலந்தெமக்குயர்வாழ் வழித்திடும் நித்யானந்தா. அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல குரு நித்யானந்தா. அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல குரு நித்யானந்தா. புவி மேல் பிறந்தது எதனால் என்பதும் அறியா பதர்யாம் நித்யானந்தா. துதி பாடிடும் வரம் அளித்தே குறைதனை களைந்தாய் கணம் தனில் நித்யானந்தா. அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல நித்ய அருணாச்சல குரு நித்யானந்தா. அருணாச்சல நித்ய
As a living manifestation, Paramavatara of Paramashiva, I initiate all of you into this manifestation of powers of superconscious mutation and the process of superconscious mutation from now. Listen carefully. Whole day try this very playfully. Keep the coconut in your palm and try to make the coconut stand. Once the coconut stands, it is now energized with consciousness. Cook and eat. Process that coconut, make it like a chutney or anything and eat. Same way, lemon. Keep the lemon in your palm and use the initiation to move the lemon. Once the lemon starts moving, it is energized with consciousness. You can make a juice and drink. Do this. It will detox your body and mind and prepare yourself to receive the superconscious initiation. I'll continue the initiations and further processes. Further initiations, we will start having 2 initiations, morning and evening now, as the Paramashivoham level 3 initiation series. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam Paramadvaitam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailas of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
see, all that I hear, I offer to you, Swami Nithyananda. Like this dance and this song and this joy, I surrender to you. All that I feel, all that I am, I offer to you, Swami Nithyananda. Uragaram, Karunavataram, Samsara Saram, Bhujagendraharam, Sada Vasantam, Hridayarvinde, Bhavam Bhavani, Sahitam Namami. All of my dreams, all my desires, I offer to you, Swami Nithyananda. All my frustrations, all my successes, I offer to you, Swami Nithyananda. All the fears, all the worries, all the pain, I surrender to you. All of my lows and all my high moods, I offer to you, Swami Nithyananda. Uragaram, Karunavataram, Samsara Saram, Bhujagendraharam, Sada Vasantam, Hridayarvinde, Bhavam Bhavani, Sahitam Namami.
புரியுதடி